All right, so let's just start to settle in, find our place, find some quiet. Trying to calm the mind, focus the mind on just what we're doing right now. So let your eyes close. Start to turn inward, right? Just noticing your breath where you are right now. And sometimes just focusing on your breath will even start to give you that sort of warming up sensation inside your body. So just focus inward. Notice your chest as it rises as you inhale and then sinks back down as you exhale all the way down to your belly. Make this like a full torso breath. So start the inhales all the way down at your lower belly. Take it all the way up almost to the third eye. And then take it all the way back down, kind of envisioning it, right? Flowing up and flowing down. Energizing your body here. Shrug your shoulders up by your ears. Roll them back. Open your heart. 2 more times like that. Inhale, scrunch up. Exhale, roll your heart open. Spread your collarbones. Let your shoulder blades spill down your spine. Good. 1 more time like that. Really scrunch it up. And then get that sensation of your shoulders moving down away from your ears here. Gently engage your core, finding a nice strong torso. Feel like the crown of your head is being pulled up by a string toward the sky, setting up a nice tall spine. Good, and with this nice strong foundation, let's open up class with 3 ohms. Taking a deep inhale all together. Om. Sitting with that vibration, keeping your eyes closed for a little bit, right? We're talking about lots of reflection now at the end of the year. So we spend a lot of time reflecting, and when you have your eyes closed, you can really focus inward, right? And so we've learned a lot, we've grown a lot, we've been challenged a lot. And the best way to move forward is to take those as lessons as we move into the new year. It's like a good way to sort of draw a line in the sand and start fresh, sort of metaphorically, maybe physically, right? Just try to start with the positive and take what we've learned from this past year and use it to move forward and grow. Let your eyes blink open. Let's start with that nice full body stretch here. Take your arms out and up, reaching up. Really press your sit bones down into the mat as you take your fingertips up toward the sky. Gaze moves up, stretch a little bit higher. Engage your core here so you don't arch into your lower back. And then exhale, arms come down by your side. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Reach, reach, reach. Then interlace your fingers up overhead. Press your palms toward the sky. Take this nice full stretch, reaching your palms toward the sky. Even try to turn your pointer finger up, right? Turn your pinkies back. Really start to press the palms. Think about them being sort of parallel to the ceiling. Inhale here. Good. Then exhale. Keep your fingers interlaced. Take your palms to the back of your head. Press your head into your palms, kind of like a cradle here. As you open your elbows out to the side, let your head fall back as you open your heart wide. Stretch your elbows back and out. And then as you exhale, just tuck your chin, pull your elbows in, tuck your chin down, round your upper spine here. Inhale here, up so like a butterfly, right? Open up, gaze moves up, stretching your neck and your arms here and your shoulders. As you exhale, pull it back in, take it slow. Tap your elbows in front of you if you can. 1 more time here. Inhale, reach it up, really open up here. Exhale, round it down, tuck your chin. Good, then as you inhale, come back to seated straight. Take your palms back up overhead. Drop your left hand down next to your hip and let's just take this nice big full body stretch. Inhaling here, you can take your gaze up above your elbow, ground down through your right sit bone, reach a little bit further. And then as you exhale, tick-tock through center, take it to the other side. Right hand down, Left sit bone rounds as you reach up and over. Pull those shoulders down away from your ears, even as you're reaching your fingertips further. Always finding the opposition in these poses to take you a little bit deeper. Explore new sensations, new muscles. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, reach it back up overhead. Let your hands fall in front of your knees. Roll over your knees. Making your way into a tabletop position here, but just take it, you can actually reclose your eyes. Just start to explore your body, right? Taking some organic movements. Do what feels good. Warming up your spine. Good. Starting to notice your hands and your knees and toes maybe in the mat or the tops of your feet. Always taking notice of that foundation, right? Because we can use that as we move through the practice to build our asanas. Maybe take a lazy up dog, just move, groove, do what feels good. Good, and then we'll meet back in tabletop position. I'm gonna remember this time. You can start your playlist if it's a good time to do that. And we'll meet in tabletop position to just start to do a few cat-cows and warm up the spine. Fingers spread nice and wide, elbows, wrist creases parallel to the top of the mat, knees right under your hips, wrists right under your shoulders. Press into the mat and pretend you're pulling your palms back as you open your heart, arch your back, gaze moves up, tail into the sky. And then as you exhale, press into your hands, round your spine, tuck your tail, drop your chin. Inhale, arch again, reach your chest forward, gaze moves forward, and then up. Exhale, press into the ground to round your spine. One more time here. Inhale, reach it up, arch it up. Really feel your sit bones spread as you arch your spine. And then exhale, press into the mat. You tuck your chin to round. Coming back to neutral here. Keep your left palm grounded in the mat. Reach your right arm forward. And then your left leg reaches back, right? Trying to square your hips. So think about your left toes all pointing down toward the mat. Squeezing your outer hips into the midline here. Engage your core and then stretch your fingers and your toes in opposite directions a little bit further. One more breath here. As you exhale, round it in, touch elbow to knee, tuck your chin. Inhale, stretch it back out. Exhale, round, tap knee and elbow. Exhale, stretch it back out. One more time here, round it in, really press that standing knee and hand into the mat. And then stretch it back out. Either stay here nice and strong, engaging your core, or if you're ready, you can take the bind, reaching back for your left foot with your right hand. Keeping your shoulders squared forward here. Heart is moving forward, gaze is forward, and then maybe up a little bit. One more breath. If you have the bind, reach it back out strong. Exhale, hand and knee come to the mat. Good, center it out. Find your foundation again, and then we'll switch sides. So right hand presses into the mat as your right leg stretches out straight behind you. Square those hips first, and then reach your left fingertips forward. Feel that core engagement, pulling it to the midline here. And then as you exhale, pull it in, elbow to knee, round your spine. Exhale, stretch it back out. Inhale, round it in. Exhale, extend. Inhale, round. Exhale, extend, and hold it here nice and strong. Keep reaching in opposite directions. Or if you did so on the other side, try to take the bind, keeping your shoulders squared forward. Keep your heart lifting forward and up. One more breath if you have the bind. Exhale, release. Then hand and knee come down to the mat. Join your big toes, spread your knees apart, and then drop it down into child's pose. Good, find your third eye pressing into the ground. Good, your hips are sinking back. They're feeling like gravity, pull them back and down, nice and heavy here. Good. And in your child's pose, I want you to take notice of your feet. Try to make it so that the tops of your feet are evenly pressing down. A lot of us roll out or in. So figure out where you are, and then try to correct it a little bit. Maybe finding a little bit more pressure in the tops of your feet here as you stretch your arms forward. Pressing the tops of your feet evenly into the mat. Inhaling here. Exhale. Then press your forearms into the mat and slowly roll yourself forward into a Sphinx pose. You might have to walk your toes back a little bit. Elbows right under your shoulders. Your forearms are parallel like an equal sign. Press your forearms into the mat. Pull your shoulders back as your heart moves forward. Press the tops of your feet into the mat. Press your hips into the mat as you pull your heart through your shoulders here. Gaze is ahead. Inhale here and exhale. Next inhale, just take a glance over your right shoulder. Take a little neck stretch here. Exhale to center. Inhale, left side, peek over your left shoulder, back towards your left heel. Exhale, back to center. Good. One more time each side, following your breath. Inhale, take the twist. Exhale, center. Inhale, left. Exhale, center. Good. Bring your hands out like on intense here to the sides, right out from your ribs here. Press your fingertips into the mat and then really exaggerate it. Pull your shoulders back as you roll your spine up. Good. Pressing your hips into the mat, extending your front body. And then exhale like a wave, roll yourself back down, tuck your chin, third eye to the mat. 2 more times like that. Press into your fingertips, use that to start to pull your heart up and back. Gaze moves up. Exhale, roll it back down. One more time here. Press to activate this motion, right? Use your fingertips to pull your heart forward. Exhale, roll it back down. Bring your palms in next to your rib cage. Just come into either you can come into a lazy up dog or a cobra, opening your heart, sinking your hips. Then tuck your toes and take yourself back to your first downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here to just pedal it out. Bending your right knee, bending your left knee. Good, shake your head, yes. Let your neck go, shake it no. Maybe flutter your lips, releasing all the muscles in your face, right? Always having a nice relaxed neck in these poses. It's hard not to scrunch, so start here, practice here. Inhale here. And exhale. Good, come high on your toes here in your downward facing dog, and then just let your heels fall to the right. Keep pressing your left palm into the mat. Try to keep your hips moving back squarely, finding this nice side stretch up the left side of your body. You can even bend a little bit into your right knee here. Feel a little more stretch into the hip if you can. One more breath. Good, inhale, come back through center, high on your toes. As you exhale, heels fall to the left. Really press into your right palm here. Maybe bend into your left knee to stretch a little bit further. Inhale here. Exhale. Good. Inhale, come back to high toes. As you exhale, come back to downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg all the way up to the sky, 3-legged dog. Good. Bend your knee, open your hip, doing these nice hip circles here. Getting all the cracks and crinkles out of our hip joints. So start to make big circles with a bent or a straight knee in one direction at your own pace. Keep sending your chest back towards your left thigh. Good, and then switch directions if you haven't. Inhaling here and exhaling. Inhale that right leg all the way up to the sky. Engage your core, lift your toes a little bit higher. And then as you exhale, start to roll forward to plank, hug your knee in towards your chest. Pause there. Press into your palms, round your back. One more breath. And then as you exhale, gently place your right foot to the outside of your right hand. So both hands are on the inside. You're high on your toes of your left foot here. Up on your fingertips, nice tall chest here, right? Proud chest here, like a peacock or iguana. Sometimes it's called a proud iguana. Rock back and forth. Good, take notice of your right foot pressing into the mat so that your knee's not flailing out to the side. Your right knee is tracking straight forward here. Inhale here and exhale. Next inhale, press into your fingertips as you start to straighten your right leg, fold down to the inside, this nice wide pyramid. Exhale, bend back into the lunge. Inhale, press into your foot and your fingertips, fold it forward, let your heart lead the way. Exhale, take it back into the lunge. Then let your left knee fall to the mat. And then you can either stay up on your fingertips, palms, you can come down to your forearms here. Just rocking side to side. Start to open our hips. Breathing in. Good, and then we'll move on. You can stop where you feel the challenge and just breathe into it. So you can either stay on your forearms or come up to your palms. You're gonna take your right hand to the inside of your right knee and start to press your knee out to the side. You can't do this the full way, but you should be rolling your foot, the sole of your foot open, right onto the outer edge of your right foot. I still can't do this because of my knee, but try to let your knee fall far out to the side, but not roll onto the outer edge of your left hip. So try to keep your left foot and your left leg nice and squared onto the mat behind you. And really just let that right hip open. One more breath here, and then either stay, or if you're ready, you can take the bind, reaching your right hand back as you bend your left knee, take your left foot, start to bring your heel in towards your seat as you open your heart toward the sky. Good, again, think about the left thigh. So you're not rolling to the outer edge of that left leg. Try to keep that left leg nice and square. It's very hard here, depending on how your hips are kind of attached into your torso. Good. Open your heart. One more breath. As you exhale, release the bind if you have it. Both hands come into the mat. Tuck your left toes. Sweep your right foot all the way back up to three-legged dog. And then exhale, return yourself to downward facing dog. Left leg reaches up to the sky as you inhale. Good, bend your knee, open your hip, think about stacking your left hip on top of your right as your knee reaches for the sky. And then start to take those nice circles, warming up the hip. Good, straight leg, bent leg. Do what feels good for you. Switch directions. One more nice big circle here. Next, inhale, reach your left leg up toward the sky. Reach a little bit higher. As you exhale, roll forward to plank, hug your knee in towards your chest, push your palms, spread your shoulder blades here, engage your core. And as you exhale, gently place your left foot to the outside of your left hand, coming into this high lizard. Up on your fingertips here. And on your fingertips, you can really roll your shoulders back and pull your heart forward, right? Sometimes on our palms, we tend to scrunch down. Pull your heart forward. Good, rock back and forth. And then press into your left foot and your fingertip to straighten your leg as you fold down into a wide pyramid. Exhale, then back into lizard. Good, let your breath guide you. Exhale, straighten to fold. Let your heart lead the way. Exhale, come back into the lunge. Let your right knee fall to the mat. Take some time here, rock side to side, back and forth. Again, take notice of your back leg, right? It's behind us so we can't see it, but focus your attention there. And try to make it like so that the weight's even all the way down and you're not rolling to the outside of your leg and your foot or to the inside. Try to correct that. It's difficult. Good, because it's easy to roll in our open direction. Come down to your forearms if you're ready. Good. And then either stay here or start to take that stretch, pressing your left knee open, letting the sole of your left foot peel off the mat. You're on the outer edge of that foot as you open your heart. Take a breath here to notice the back leg, right? Nice and even and straight. And then either stay here where you are and breathe into the stretch or take the bind if you're ready. Good, you can stay on your forearms, come up to your palm, pulling that heel towards your seat. Good, and then here even, start to even out that back leg. Roll to the inside or outside, correct it. Open your heart, gazes up. As you exhale, release the bind if you have it. Hands are back on the inside of your left leg. Tuck your back toes to lift your leg up off the mat. Good. From here, engage your core and gently as possible, start to step forward into a yogi squat. So both hands are on the inside of our legs. Take a moment here to adjust your feet. Good. It's early, so be kind to yourself. Use your elbows and maybe your hands to press your knees and your legs open as you lift your heart. Think about tucking your tail so you have a nice tall spine. It's super hard here, right? And at the same time, trying to let the hips just go. Something we all struggle with. Just rock side to side here. Good. And bring yourself back to center. Really feel your feet pressing into the mat. Keep sending those knees back as you reach your arms forward. Tuck your chin. Sort of dive forward, reaching your fingertips as far ahead as you can as your hips sink down and back. Lengthening the spine here. Inhale. As you exhale, walk your hands back in toward the mat. Press into your feet to straighten your legs. Toe heel them back to hips width distance here. Take an inhale to lengthen your spine. And then exhale, fold down over straight legs, or even gently bend your knees. Grab opposite elbows, rock side to side here. Good. Really actually pull your elbows down. You'll find a nice stretch in your upper shoulders. Let your head hang heavy. Good, one more breath. Then gently bend into your knees. Keep your elbows clasped. We haven't done this one in a while. You're gonna really use your core here to pull you up. You don't have your arms to sort of give you any momentum. So start to peel yourself up. Keep your head framed inside your upper arms. Use your core to pull your torso upright. Come all the way up. Push your elbows back. As you inhale, reach your arms up toward the sky. And then as you exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Good. Close your eyes for a moment. Set an intention for your practice. Right, lots of intentions as we move out of this year into the new one. Lots of hope. Right, so let's generate some good energy so we can make all these hopeful things come true. Let your eyes blink open, toes and heels are touching at the top of the mat. Arms by your side. Good, warming up with Surya Namaskar A. And again, you can take straight legs, bent legs, just kind of explore what you feel. I'm always encouraging that. As you inhale, reach your arms up overhead, palms press if your shoulders are ready. Exhale, fold down over straight legs or bent legs. Inhale, lengthen to look forward. As you exhale, plant your palms, step or jump back to lower down to chaturanga. Good. Inhale, upward facing dog. Let your breath guide you as you pull your heart forward. Exhale, take it back, downward facing dog. Breathe it out. Inhaling and exhaling. Pressing the four corners of your palms into the mat like you don't even use your fingers there, right? Really use the palms. And then gently, like you can use a little bit of finger pressure here, but don't dump all the weight into your fingers. Find nice length on the side body as you inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Inhale, step or jump to the top of the mat. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, rise up, reach up, palms press. Exhale, arms by your side, Tadasana. Inhale, reach it up again. Exhale, fold it back down. Inhale, lengthen to look forward. Exhale, step or jump back, lowering down, elbows squeezing into your ribs. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing. Right, you can even take notice of your palms and your hands. You roll more the pinky edge or the thumb edge. And just take notice, try to correct it, try to find some balance, right? We do these things subconsciously. And sometimes when we notice it and try to work on it, we find some new openness. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale here, fill up. As you exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Inhale, step or jump to the top of the mat. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, rise up, reach up, palms press. This time for the last one, take it right back down, folding forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step or jump back, lowering down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Press the tops of your feet into the mat. Exhale, take it back, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale here. Exhale. Last time, fill up, stretch a little bit higher with your hips. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Inhale, step or jump to the top of the mat. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, rise up, reach up, palms press. Exhale, arms by your side, Tadasana. Beautiful, moving on. Hook those thumbs out in front of you. As you inhale, reach up, look up, arch back, tuck your tail down, protect your lower back. As you exhale, bend knees, swing arms, clasp hands, fold down over straight legs, listen up, hold it here. Reach your knuckles toward the sky. And as you exhale, bend your knees into Utkatasana legs as you pull your heart forward and knuckles back. Exhale, fold it down, opening up our shoulders here. Again, inhale, try to keep your chest connected to your thighs if you can as you look forward, heart ahead. Exhale, fold it down. Release your palms to the mat. Step your right foot back to a lunge. Gaze ahead. Exhale, left foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward to plank. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga, still looking forward. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, squeezing your arms into your torso. Inhale, forward to cobra. Exhale, push it back, seat to heels, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot steps forward to a lunge. Pause here. Keep your left hand planted as you take this nice twist. Good. Think about keeping that right knee tracking forward and pulling back in the right hip. Maybe finding a little outer hip opening here, right? Don't let it sink out. Press that foot firmly and evenly into the mat as you open your torso away from your thigh. As you exhale, right hand down, engage your core to pop your left foot forward to the top of the mat. Fold it down. Inhale, bend knees, hook thumbs, reach up, look up, arch it back. Exhale, bend knees, swing arms, clasp hands, fold it down. Good. 2 more times to get into the skier squat. Really think about opening your collarbone as you reach your heart forward, drop your hips. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend your knees last time. As you exhale, reach your knuckles toward the sky, then release your hands, folding down over your straight legs. Inhale, left foot steps back to a lunge. Exhale, right foot steps back, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga, even weight in your palms. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, slide it forward to cobra. Exhale, push it back, seat to heels, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward to lunge. Plant your right hand again. Think about your left knee tracking straight forward, and then pull your left hip back in to keep it that way as you open up into this twist. Right, so your bottom, like the bottom part of your body is your foundation, keeping you steady. You're twisting just from your torso. Don't let that leg fall out. One more breath. Exhale, left hand down, right foot forward, fold it down at the top of the mat. Inhale, bend knees, hook thumbs, reach up, look up, arch it back. As you exhale, bend knees, swing arms, clasp hands, fold it down. Inhale, hands to the mat, right foot steps back to a lunge, gaze ahead. As you exhale, sweep your left foot all the way up into three-legged dog. Inhale here, roll forward to plank, hug your knee in towards your chest. Exhale, take it back up, three-legged dog. Inhale, left knee to left upper arm or elbow. Hold it here, take the arm balance if you're ready, it's early. Exhale, take it all the way back up, three-legged dog. Inhale, left knee to right upper arm or elbow, tap it there, and then extend your leg out to the side as you roll open into your fallen triangle. Press that back foot into the mat to lift your heart. Breathe here. Exhale, right hand down. Left foot sweeps all the way back up to the sky, three-legged dog. Inhale, left foot steps forward between your hands. Rise up into high lunge. Good, take an inhale here. Take a breath or two to tuck your tailbone down, but gently bend into your right knee. Find a nice lengthening in your right hip here. Gaze is up, torso is nice and long and strong. Press that right leg straight as you bring your arms into goalpost. Take a twist to the left. Squeeze your outer hips in. Extend your arms out in opposite directions. Your gaze moves back. And maybe take the reverse. Don't lose the bend in your front knee as you reach away. Inhale here. As you exhale, cartwheel your hands all the way back down. Step back, lower down to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale, push it back, seat to heels, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot steps forward to a lunge. Exhale, left foot forward, fold it down. Inhale, bend knees, hook thumbs, reach up, look up, arch back. Good. Last time, bend knees, swing arms, clasp hands, squeeze into the midline as you fold forward. Inhale, hands down, Left foot back to a lunge, gaze ahead. As you exhale, sweep your right foot all the way up to three-legged dog. Inhale, roll it forward to plank, tug your knee in towards your nose. Exhale, three-legged dog. Inhale, right knee to right upper arm or elbow. Pause here, squeeze it in or take the balance. Exhale, sweep it back up. Inhale, cross your body, right knee to left elbow, tap it there, and then extend your leg out on a diagonal as you peel open into this fallen triangle. Really use your back foot here, press it into the mat to lift your hips. Exhale, left hand down, right leg sweeps all the way up to the sky, three-legged dog. Inhale, come forward, step your right foot in between your hands, lift it up into high lunge. Pull your shoulders down. Tuck your tail, maybe bend your left knee a little bit, find an extra opening in the front left hip. Good. With that space, straighten back out into the full lunge, straighten that back leg. Arms come to goalpost, then take a twist to the right. Squeeze the outer hips in for balance. Extend your arms. Inhale here. Then either stay or take the reverse with your left arm up and back. Right arm to the back of your left leg. Inhale here. Exhale, cartwheel it all the way down. Step back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Good, inhale, slide it forward to low cobra. Exhale, push it back, seat to heels, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward to a lunge. Exhale, right foot forward, fold it down. Inhale, bend knees, hook those, reach up, look up, arch it back. From here, just soften your knees, keep bending back. Tuck your tailbone down, maybe find a little extra lift and stretch. Exhale, arms by your side, Tadasana. Good. Let's take a breath or two here to catch back up with ourselves. Right, that series is, you either love it or hate it, but it gets your heart moving and it gets your breath and your body moving in sync. It's like a dance. Beautiful. So, right, it's hard. The hard things are the most challenging and rewarding. Right, so we know we love it or hate it. We just have to do it. Beautiful. Back at the tops of your mat, toes and heels are touching, squeezing into the midline. As you inhale, bend your knees deeply, rise up to Utkatasana. Good, take the weight into your heels here, really sink down as low as you can. Only join your palms in front of you if your shoulders are good with it, or you can try rolling your palms toward the back of the room. Pinkies to the inside, thumbs to the outside, rotating the shoulders all the way up by the armpits here. One more breath. As you exhale, fold down over straight legs. Inhale here to lengthen. Exhale, step or jump back, lowering down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Next inhale, right foot steps forward, rise up to warrior one. Outer edge of that back foot pressing into the mat. Inhale here. As you exhale, hands come down, step back, lower down to chaturanga. You can always meet us in downward facing dog. Inhale, up dog if you're doing the vinyasa. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward, reach it up, warrior one. Square those hips, shoulders down, reaching up. One more breath here. Exhale, hands down, step back, lower down to chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath here. Breathe it in, fill up. Exhale. Good. Next inhale, step your right foot back forward, reach it up to warrior one. Exhale, open up to warrior two. Pause here. I haven't paused here in a while, right? Set it up, tuck your tailbone under, right knee's moving to the outer edge of the mat, right? For the pinky toe edge, don't let it sink in. Press into that back outer edge of foot, shoulders down, nice and strong here. One more breath. Next inhale, take a reverse warrior, stretch your side body long, keep bending into that front knee. And as you exhale, let's come into modified extended side angle. So really press your arm down into your leg. to ground your hips down and lift your torso up and over. Launching it forward, keep pressing into that back foot. Tuck your tail under, opening your hips to the side. One more breath here. Good, as you exhale, just bring your hands down to either side of your front foot. Step back, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward. Warrior one. Sink those hips, lift your heart. Exhale, warrior two, pause. Deep bend in that front knee. Think about your quad parallel to the mat. Tuck your tail under, pull your shoulders down away from your ears, the hardest thing. Gazing over your fingertips, one more breath. Tuck your tail under, open your hips. Reach it up and back, reverse your warrior. Bend deeper into that left knee as you reach away from it. One more breath. As you exhale, come into that modified extended side angle. Really use your arm, press down to lift your torso up, and then take it off on a diagonal. Right bicep to right ear, reaching forward, one long line from your back foot to your top hand. One more breath here. As you exhale, hands come down, step back, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, take your right foot forward, rise up to warrior one. Exhale, open it up to warrior two. Good, then make this like a dance. You're gonna straighten your right leg as you pull your left arm up, coming into this like tall triangle, right? But your hips are square. And then exhale, open it back up to warrior two. Sweep your left arm down and reach it forward as you square your hips, straighten your front leg. Exhale one more time, warrior two. Inhale, sweep it up, straighten your front leg. This time, let your hands come to your lower back. Interlace your fingers. Press into your feet and then lift your heart. This time as you exhale, bend your front knee as you dive forward inside your right leg, coming into humble warrior. Let your head hang heavy. Knuckles are lifting toward the sky as you squeeze your palms or wrists together. Good, press into your feet. Try to drag that right hip in toward the midline. One more breath here. As you exhale, hands come down. Step back, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot forward, rise up to warrior one. Exhale, open it up to warrior two. Press your feet into the mat. Sweep your right arm down and forward as you straighten your front leg. Reach your heart up as your fingertips reach. Exhale, open it up to warrior two. Tuck your tail. Inhale, sweep as you straighten your front leg. Reach up. Exhale, take it back to warrior two. Last time, sweep it forward. Make it nice and fluid. With your legs straight and your hips square, bring your hands to your lower back. Pull your knuckles down as you open your heart. Gaze is up. And then exhale, bend into your knee as you fold inside that left leg. Humble warrior. Good. Presses. Think about the weight in your left heel here. Use that to lift your hip up a little bit and then pull it into the midline. Not jutting out to the side. Good. One more breath here. Inhale. As you exhale, release your hands to the mat. Step back, lower down to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pausing here. 5 breaths in down dog. You can always take child's pose. Good. Resetting. Maybe shake your head yes and no. Release your neck. Good. One more breath here. Inhale. As you exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Inhale, step or jump to the top of the mat. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, bend your knees deeply. Rise up to Utkatasana. As you exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Take a twist to the right. So left elbow to left upper arm to the outside of your right leg. Spread your fingers nice and wide in this prayer. Find some surface area here and then press your palms into each other and drag your heart towards your thumbs. Good, either stay here, open up your arms for a breath or two. Gaze up if you can. One more breath. If your arms are open, bring your palms back to prayer. Take your gaze down to the mat in front of your toes. Weight into your right foot as you slowly lift your left foot off the mat. Use your core to slowly send your left foot all the way back into a twisted lunge. Good, you can drop your knee to the mat if you need to adjust. Beautiful. And then from here, if your knee is dropped, you can try two things. You can tuck your toes and come into this traditional twisted lunge, pulling your hips to the inside. Or if your knees are up to it and your foot is up to it, take your the top of your foot into the mat and then just press into the top of your foot to lift your knee. Finding a different stretch here. Good. Only if it's challenging, never if it hurts. One more breath here, wherever you are. Everyone, drop your back knee to the mat. Bring your torso back to center as you sweep your arms up overhead. And then exhale, hands come to either side of your front foot. Straighten your front leg into a half split to start. Good, squaring those hips, using your fingertips, dragging back to pull your heart forward and down as you fold. And then either staying here, or if you're working on full split, take it into full split. Good. Wherever you are, your hips are square. So in full split, drag that right heel back toward you to square the right hip, right? Good, you can fold forward, stay upright, do what feels good. Inhaling here and exhaling. Good, if you're in half split, just bend back into your right knee and take yourself back to downward facing dog with or without a vinyasa. For full split, I always challenge you to press your hands into the mat near your hips. Tuck your back toes, engage your core, try to sweep your leg all the way back up to three-legged dog, then back to downward facing dog. From down dog, inhale. As you exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Inhale, step or jump to the top of the mat. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, bend your knees deeply, rise up to Utkatasana. And then we'll take it to the other side, twisting to the left. Really make contact with your upper arm to the outer left leg. Spread your palms nice and wide. Drag your heart towards your thumbs as you gaze up over your left shoulder. Maybe open your arms for a breath or two. Inhaling here. Sinking a little deeper as you exhale. Twisting a little further as you inhale. Good, if your arms are open, bring them back to prayer as you exhale. Everybody look down in front of your toes. Bring the weight to your left foot. Start to lift your right foot off the mat. Keep making that contact in the twist. As you slowly as possible, send your right foot back to a lunge. Good, drop your back knee if you need to adjust. Good. When you're feeling steady, and if you're ready, and did so on the other side, tuck your back toes to lift your back leg, or maybe flatten that top of the foot into the mat, pressing into the top of your foot. Good. Feeling a different stretch here. Inhale here. Exhale. Good. Next inhale, everybody drop your right knee to the mat. Square your torso, sweep your arms up into Anjaneyasana. And as you exhale, hands come down, making your way into your splits or half split. Taking your time, letting your breath guide you. So either one, you're pressing your left heel into the mat, dragging, pretending to drag your fingertips back as you pull your heart forward. Exhale, fold it down. Good. Maybe noticing differences in your legs here. I always do in these floor poses, right? Good. Rocking side to side if you're in full split, and then settling into the pose in stillness. Breathing in. Exhale it out. Inhale here. Exhale. All right, we're going to meet back in downward facing dog. Half splitters, bend into your left knee and step it back either through vinyasa or straight to down dog. Full splitters, pressing into the mat. You can even come up on your fingertips here. As you tuck your back toes, engage your core, start to pull your legs straight through and back to three-legged dog. Exhale, everybody to downward facing dog, breathing. Inhale. As you exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Inhale, step or jump to the top of the mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend your knees deeply, rise up to Utkatasana. Hands come to heart center. Torso is nice and tall. Pop your heels up off the mat. Squeeze into the midline and slowly come to sit down on your heels. Good. Squeezing into the midline, opening your heart here. Think about your heels coming, like not splaying out to the side, coming into the center. It's hard. One more breath. And as you exhale, gently let your seat fall down, coming into Navasana. Good. Bent knees are fine. The most important is that you have a tall torso, open heart, and engaged core. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it down to low boat, navel toward the ground, squeezing into the midline. Heels are hovering. You can pump your arms if you like. Holding it here for 3, 2, 1. Pop it back up to high boat. Hold it here. You can take your arms up over your ears. Just play around. You can join your heels, join your toes. Right? It's like a little bit of playtime in this really hard asana. Take it down to low boat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last round. Take it back up. Good. Finishing this year strong, guys. 1. Take it down. Low boat here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Then we're going to challenge ourselves. You might want to roll back and forth for some momentum. We're going to come from here straight back to Utkatasana. So either plant your feet and press into them to come all the way back, or maybe take a roll for some momentum. Back to Utkatasana. Exhale to Tadasana. Good. That was a long series. Let's take a break here. Close your eyes. Always good to reset. Check back in. Breathing in and breathing out. Beautiful. I didn't even realize what time it was. Okay, I always do this. One more quick standing series, and then we'll head down to the floor. So bend your knees deeply. Rise up to Utkatasana. Exhale, fold it down to Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step or jump back, lowering down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot steps forward, rise up to warrior 1. Good. As you exhale, open it up to warrior 2. Press into your foot to straighten your leg. Walk your back foot in if you'd like, or keep it long. Moving into triangle pose. So really think about you're sending your head back in space. Reach your right arm forward, let your crown of your head pull forward, and then take your hand down wherever it touches. Not dumping weight, right? You want to have a nice buoyant torso, so don't press into your bottom hand. Just use it for stability. Maybe lift your toes up off the mat in the right foot, engaging your inner thigh. Inhale here. Exhale. Next inhale, press into your feet. Toes point to the side of the mat. Coming into this straddle. Hands to the waist as you lift your heart. Open your shoulders, open your collarbone, and then let your heart lead the way as you fold down. Hands come to the mat. Crown of the head is pulling you down. Again, take notice of your feet. Press evenly into your feet to lift your sit bones up a little bit higher. If your head touches the mat, you can work on tripod. Or you can even scoot your feet in a little bit closer and work a little bit deeper into your legs. 2 more breaths here. Exhale. Good. If you've gone upside down, start to make your way slowly and purposely back down, landing your feet where they started. Next, inhale, bring your hands to your waist, torso parallel to the mat. Then inhale, press into your feet to come all the way up to stand. Right toes face forward, warrior 2 for a breath. Exhale, take it all the way down. Step back to lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left foot forward, warrior 1. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, straighten. Good, then make your way into triangle. Really exaggerating, sending those hips back as you pull your torso forward. And then exhale, take it down. It's kind of interesting. We usually do triangle closer to the beginning of practice. Now we're toward the end. Maybe you notice a difference in your hips, right? We mix things up a little bit and poses can feel different. Lift your toes up off the mat, press into the ball of your left big toe. Notice the engagement up the inseam of your leg. Tuck your tail under, keep opening those hips as you gaze up, reach up with your top arm. Inhale, press into your feet, come all the way to stand. Toes parallel to the right side of your mat. Interlace your fingers. Good. As you exhale, fold it down over straight legs. Before you let your hands fall behind you, squeeze your palms or wrists together and lift your knuckles up. Feel your shoulders lift away from the ground. And with that space, then start to take your hands over your head toward the floor. Behind you or in front of you, I'm not sure. It's confusing when you're upside down. One more breath here. Next inhale, press into your feet, come all the way up to stand. Return yourself to warrior two, left toes face forward. Exhale, take it down. Step back, and then come into plank pose here. Slowly lower yourself all the way down onto the mat, as slowly as you can on your own count. Good. And then when you arrive on your belly, simply flip over onto your backs. Good. Setting up for, let's just do one nice back bend here for a count of 10. So if you're not ready for full wheel, just do half wheel. Good. Wherever you are, I always say bend your knees. You're going to press into your feet and use that power to lift your hips. Think about squeezing a block in between your thighs in either pose. Good. And then really using your foundation of your hands or your shoulders and your feet to lift your hips a little higher. Tucking your tailbone down towards your knees. Good. Again, think about your feet. Make the weight nice and even there. Maybe to pull your knees in a little bit. Press into your hands. Pull your heart through your upper arms as you gaze down at your hands. One more breath wherever you are. As you exhale, tuck your chin, roll all the way back down onto your back. Tuck your knees in towards your chest here for just a breath or two. Rock side to side. Good. Then rock and roll the full length of your mat all the way up to seated. Extend your legs out in front of you. Engage your core as you lift your arms, lengthening your front body, grounding your sit bones. And then exhale, let your heart lead the way as you reach forward with your hands and your torso. Folding it down. Paschimottanasana, forward bend. Nice and restorative. Always in this thing, keep pulling your heart forward. Think about your hips sliding out from under you. Good. Folding it down. Trying to slow your breath. Good. Inhale, come back up to seated. Open your legs up into a straddle. Good. I can't teach my last class of the year without this. So take your hands behind you. Open your heart as you press your sit bones and your thighs down, reaching long in your front body. And then with that length, start to walk your fingers forward. Nice long back here as you fold down as far as you can, right? Don't compromise, like don't round. As long as you can prop yourself up on your forearms, you can come on your hands. You want a nice tall spine with your heart pulling forward. Good. Press your legs into the mat here. Good, and wherever you are in this pose, I want you to press your heels into the ground. Gently bend your knees here. They're gonna barely lift up off the mat. Feel that engagement pulling into the midline, your upper groin here. Hold it here, keep pressing and pulling in. And then exhale, release that hold as you extend your legs long, holding maybe a little bit deeper. Inhaling here and exhaling. Walk your hands back up, bring your torso back up. Hands behind your legs. Start to pull your legs back in. Soles of your feet together. Let your knees fall out to Baddha Konasana for just a few breaths here. Exhale, fold down over these nice open hips. You can use your forearms or your hands to open your legs a little bit further. Good. Pulling your heart forward, not losing contact of your seat into the mat. So really ground those sit bones. One more breath. Inhale, come back to seated. Legs extend. Good. Start to pull yourself as slowly as possible all the way back down onto your backs here. Coming into either shoulder stand or if there's another version that you're craving today, head stand or forearm stand. Now's the time to take it. We just want to reverse the blood flow here, reverse the energy, seal it in. So we want to get our feet above our heart. So shoulders stand, your hands are on your lower back. You can also just stay in waterfall here. Good, and wherever you are, even if you're in head or forearm stand, squeeze those legs into the midline. Keep the engagement there. That'll give you the strength and the balance. Good. Take it a little bit higher. Keep reaching your toes toward the sky. Tuck your tail up towards your heels. And then as you exhale, start to let your feet fall behind you if you're in shoulder stand coming into plow pose. Toes touch behind you. You can release your arms down the mat, interlace your fingers. Do what feels good for you. This is an amazing lower back stretch. Inhaling here and exhaling. If you're in plow, start to bend your knees to either side of your head, coming into Parnapadasana. Letting your shins hang heavy. Squeeze your head a tiny bit with your knees. And then as you exhale, straighten your legs back out. Arms extend down the mat as you roll yourself all the way back down. Good. Tracing a giant rainbow with your big toes. So really exaggerate it. Send your legs nice and long and arch them all the way down using your core. Good. Keep pressing your navel down into the mat. When you've arrived at the mat, shimmy your elbows down by your hips. One last pose, heart opening here, really letting it go. Press your forearms into the mat as your head drops back. And 3 times, just in through your nose, out through your mouth, let it all go. Breathe it in. Exhale it all out. 2 more times like that. Breathe in through your nose, fill up, feel your heart warm and open. Exhale. Last time in. As you exhale, tuck your chin. Make your way back onto your back. Setting up for Shavasana or any other last pose that you need before Shavasana to complete your practice. Beautiful. Supine twist can feel nice. When you get to Shavasana, just let yourself be there. Especially at this busy time of year, it can be really hard. Slowly start to deepen your breath, reawakening your body and your mind. Wiggling your fingers and your toes. Rock your head gently side to side. Take your arms up overhead, taking a full body stretch. And as you exhale, gather your knees in towards your chest, giving yourself a hug. And then rolling through either side back to a seated position, keeping those eyes closed. And always checking in at the end, just shrug your shoulders up by your ears, open your heart. Right, take gratitude for all of this extra space we've created in our bodies and our minds and our hearts. Right? We're so lucky. I say this every time. We're so lucky to be here together, to be able to take this time and then to be able to share this with the world. us better, and then we can make the world better. We'll close together with Loka Samasta. Take a deep inhale. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your hands together in prayer at heart center. Round your chin in towards your chest. Taking this final moment here together, my final class of 2020. I thank you so much for sharing this hour and all of your hours with me over the past year. And we could take this moment to thank ourselves and really know that the true teacher and everything that we need lies right inside of each one of you. Bring your hands together at your third eye in prayer, sealing this all in. We'll bow forward together. Namaste.